The past days, I've been waking up to a sense of existential dread. Questions are popping out left and right. What am I here for? What is my purpose? Why is the universe supporting my existence? There has to be something I can give back to the society instead of mindless labor at soul-draining jobs. The older I get, the more it hits me what crooked system we have built. On the way to work, I ask myself, is this really the point of all this? I look at my coworkers with so much empathy. I see what the system is doing with us. People become enemies before they even interact. They treat us as part of a huge corporate machine. The giant organization squeezed into one person standing in front of them as a representative. There's no humanity here. You're just a cog in the mechanism. We're locked in a never-ending cycle of work, exhaustion, and thus lack of motivation to pursue anything that we truly love. And it only gets worse the longer one is intertwined with that system. It's designed to drain our creative forces and push us into boxes. It's really tough right now, you guys. I've spent like 2 past days just crying on and off. And I wanted to share this part as well, because there's enough of perfect lives out there on the internet and people just talking when they feel inspired or when they are feeling good. And I want to also show those moments of doubt, moments of regret or sadness, even feeling just completely powerless. The city reality is just getting to me a lot. How unhappy people are around me in this place. I really feel like it's not an optimal place for us, for most of us. And it really gets to me. I know that happiness ultimately isn't about external things, but they do play a role, and sometimes we are at this state of consciousness where it's important for us to change our circumstances and our surroundings. I think it's important to recognize that. And I'm definitely at that point of transformation, of changing. And there's so much unknown here. Especially at a young age, I feel like most people go through this. That you just don't know where you're going. And uncertainty is such a scary thing. And it scares me too. And I don't want anyone to think that it doesn't, that I have it all figured out, because I don't. But the things I realized now are just that I want to free myself, from this system, and I want to help others free themselves. And I feel like that's why I'm here, like why I came here, to just even try to do this, to try to help myself and help others. Because I feel like we live so disconnected from what is true and real. And the funny thing is that my name, even my name, comes from the word truth, I think, in Greek. And I feel like I've always been searching for that. So I've made the decision to volunteer at a spiritual festival. I felt like that's where I'll find people more aligned with what I'm about. And I'll tell you guys, it was truly a magical experience. The jump from city reality to camping for 7 days straight with other conscious beings made me feel truly ecstatic. I really can't describe how amazing it was and in what state I came back from it. I felt like I finally come back to where I belong. Especially being surrounded by nature 24/7 had a healing impact on me. Something about it just felt so right and in place. I've made so many beautiful memories and connections, even if they were short-lived. It gave me hope that there are other people like me who don't want to subscribe to the sick world we live in. I healed both physically and spiritually. I believe we all need ways to come back to ourselves. Of course, festivals aren't for everyone, but I think it's important to look within and really listen to what our soul needs. Finding that safe place of balance, because when you arrive there, not many things can shake you up. It doesn't have to be anything big or profound. It can even be just going on a walk or switching our diet, reading more books or starting a yoga practice, you name it. I think most suffering comes from distraction and the fear of listening to our needs. I arrived sick, and by the end I was almost completely healed. I was feeling such a fulfillment by giving to this community and receiving only kindness. Smiling at strangers, doing each other favors without knowing each other. Simple things that aren't normalized in the society, yet they change so much. I've met people who live in so different ways, often not seen as conventional. I believe they passed me knowledge and hope for the future and made me realize the most common way to live isn't the only way. Never fear your own lies. Never fear your own lies. I know that returning to the city won't be easy, and my energy may get drained again. But now I'm on the lookout for my tribe. I even started attracting other people like that in spaces I thought were deprived of consciousness. So take this as a message to give you hope that real, deep, and beautiful connections are out there. We just have to know where to look.